Hi, welcome to Melissa's Money Mindset. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 income streams that you can build while working full time. Now, some of you may know that I actually have some real world experience in saying all of this because I actually started my very own print on demand business back in 2017 when I was in nursing school. And I continued to do that throughout the entirety of nursing school and through my first 3 years of working as a nurse. And by the end of that third year, my print on demand income far exceeded what my nursing income could ever be. And I decided to step back from nursing and basically dive into full-time self-employment. And so my point in telling you this story is that I am basically living, breathing proof that these concepts can work. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that my journey was so easy because it definitely wasn't. I started my print on demand business while I was in nursing school, while I was taking about 5 really grueling exams a week, while I was doing clinicals. And then when I was actually working as a nurse for 3 years, I was a new grad nurse. And if you know anything about nursing, usually new nurses don't get the best shifts. So I was often working a few night shifts per week and a few day shifts per week. So basically I didn't know up from down, left from right. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew that I didn't want to work for somebody else for my entire life. Now, I think probably the most important part of basically deciding if you want to start any of these 5 businesses is basically determining your why. So my goal was not to be a nurse forever and ever, but I wanted to find an income that could reliably replace my nursing income. And that could essentially give me the freedom to choose how I wanted to spend my time, how often and where I wanted to work, aka not on holidays like a lot of healthcare professionals do. I also knew that I wanted to diversify my income and I wanted to build wealth for me and my family. So those were essentially my driving factors. So before you jump into any of these 5 businesses that you can build while working full time, I basically think that you need to understand your why and why you're looking to branch out from your 9 to 5 or your just day-to-day job. Now, also in the same breath, I want to say that I don't have anything against a 9 to 5 job. If you work a 9 to 5 and you want to continue doing that, by all means, I'm not putting those down at all. If you love your job, that is great. I'm so happy for you. I personally didn't love my job and I didn't love the hours and the crazy times that I was working. And so those were other motivating factors for me. And I'm definitely not going to sit here and preach to you about how self-employment is or isn't better than a traditional or standard job, because I think that both types of jobs have their own pros and cons, and self-employment obviously can be super challenging and quite a roller coaster ride at times. And so those were essentially my driving factors. Now, those will differ for everybody, but my point in saying all of that is that you should probably figure out your why. Why do you want to start another source of income? Why would you want another job outside of your 9 to 5 or your day-to-day job? Is there something in that job that's not fulfilling you? Is that not your long-term goal? And if not, what is? And I would say that there are so many factors that go into deciding if you want to keep your 9 to 5 job and do any of these jobs as kind of a side hustle or night and weekend kind of thing, or if you want to dive headfirst into self-employment like I did. So I would think about 1, I would definitely consider what kind of lifestyle you want. 2, what's obviously going to pay your bills. And then finally, what you are passionate about. So let's jump right into the 5 income streams that you can start while working full time. But before we do, if you could please do me a huge favor and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you never miss another money-making tip. Let's get right into it. So the first income stream that you can build while working full time is a print on demand business. So this is exactly what I was talking about in my intro. This is exactly what I did. So if you want to just copy me, I definitely think that print on demand businesses are still viable and still feasible in today's world. Now, print on demand is often called POD, so you might hear some people refer to it that way. And basically a print on demand business means that you as the seller or me as the seller basically upload a file and then somebody else takes care of everything else. So let's use merch on demand as an example. So I take a PNG file that I design or one of my designers makes. I upload that to the merch on demand platform. All I have to do is include a title, a description, a few bullet points, make sure it's keyworded and researched correctly, and then basically tell Amazon what items I want that design to be printed on. So I can say a standard t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, a raglan, just a hoodie, maybe a tote bag. Now they make coffee mugs. The options are really endless now. Amazon has really expanded their repertoire and their offerings for merch on demand sellers. And then after that point, Amazon will actually create the listing for you. So the product will be live on the Amazon website. Then let's say one of your customers is browsing Amazon. They say, oh, I really like this shirt that I found on Amazon. And so they add it to their cart, they place an order. And then at that time, Amazon receives your customer's order. They pick the correct colored t-shirt from their warehouse. They already have the design file that you previously uploaded to their website. They simply take that file and print it on the t-shirt that your customer has selected. Then they take that printed t-shirt, they package it all up for you, and they ship it out to the customer. And the great part about Merch on Demand is that they handle all of your customer support for you. So you literally just have to worry about designing the item, uploading it, and doing some quick keywording. And then every 30 days, you get a direct deposit into your bank account. And this is great because it's not just merch on demand. There are so many print on demand companies out there. So I also sell on Etsy and I use Printful to fulfill my orders. Now, I also heard that Printful and Printify, I think, are merging together, which is kind of exciting news. And I'm hoping that they will have some new offerings once that happens. Now, Printful and Printify are both print on demand print providers. So basically for all of my Etsy stores, I have Printful synced at the moment, and I have loved them and used them for years and years now. Basically, they do exactly the same thing. Once my customer places an order on Etsy, that order is then automatically forwarded to Printful, and then basically Printful will print and ship my item right to the customer. Now on Etsy, you do have to handle your own customer service. So whatever print on demand platform you decide to sell on, make sure that you understand the requirements and guidelines for sellers. So also on Amazon Seller Central, I have to handle all of my own customer support there. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes I almost prefer that because I think, let's say maybe somebody's t-shirt was misprinted on a merch on demand order. I think that Amazon kind of gives like bland or just like vanilla responses, and that could potentially result in a bad review on your product. Now, since I'm fully in control of customer support on both Etsy and on Seller Central, if there's a problem with any order, I typically offer a refund or a complimentary replacement item. And I also make sure to respond in a really kind and very prompt manner. Now, in addition to these other platforms, you can also think of selling on Displate, on Teespring, TeePublic, Redbubble. The options truly are endless. And if you go a print on demand route that requires you to use a print on demand print provider, you could literally sell hundreds and hundreds of different potential items. Now, I believe that Printful has over 400 items in their inventory currently. So you could literally sell anything from a candle to a cutting board to an apron or a hat, maybe even a poster. So the options really are endless here. And like I said, if you've been here since the very beginning of my YouTube channel, then you know that print on demand has a special place in my heart and is what allowed me to basically retire myself from nursing and jump headfirst into self-employment. And since that time, I've sold almost $2.5 million worth of product via the Amazon Merch on Demand platform. Now, the final thing that you might be wondering about print on demand is why would somebody want to get started in print on demand, and what particularly about print on demand attracts sellers to it? So basically, it's the fact that you don't have to hold any inventory. So if you're thinking about FBA sellers or maybe traditional brick and mortar sellers, they spend thousands, even millions of dollars basically buying inventory that they're anticipating that customers will buy. And oftentimes, they are wrong in what customers are willing to purchase. And at the end of the day, they end up with a bunch of wasted inventory that they basically just have to sell for zero profit just to get rid of so that they have room for additional inventory. Now, that's obviously a huge, huge out-of-pocket cost. And in addition to that cost, you often have to pay and deal with customs, getting your products basically into the United States. Then if you're sending them to an Amazon warehouse, you basically have to pay for Amazon to store your product. And if that product ends up not selling, you then have to pay Amazon to dispose of your product. So essentially, the whole idea and the whole concept of a print on demand business model takes the entire headache out of it for e-commerce sellers and allows you to focus on creating really good and high quality designs and not having to worry about any of that other stressful stuff. So all of that being said, if you haven't already checked out a print on demand website, I think that's a great place for somebody to start and is really easy and not a super time consuming way for somebody to transition to self-employment or just to take on a new side hustle in addition to your 9-to-5 job. The second income stream that you can build while working full time is YouTube. Now, it's probably no surprise to many of you at this point that people make money from other people watching their YouTube videos. So basically the name of the game in YouTube is that you make money from ad revenue and you also make money from the number of views that you get on the platform, aka the number of people watching your video. Now, I would argue that this is probably the most challenging source of income that I'm going to talk about today. And I say that for a few reasons. So the first reason is that there can be some upfront cost. Now, if you want to record a YouTube video on your phone, more power to you. That's totally fine. And you don't have any huge upfront cost. Now, for me, I did invest in a pretty nice camera. I invested in some lighting and obviously a microphone that you guys see in every video. So if you have the funds and you're able to, and you really want to kind of like amp up your video and your audio quality, that's always a great place to invest some money into your business. The second reason that I say this is kind of a challenging source of income is editing. So at the very beginning, when I didn't have a video editor, I had to learn how to video edit myself. Now, I come from a background of psychology, nursing, real estate investing, and print-on-demand businesses. So video editing is not something that I had ever even attempted. And probably the closest I'd ever come to actually editing something is putting a filter over a photo. So this is kind of a rough transition for me. I remember spending anywhere between like 12 and 20 hours very, very poorly editing a video. And then at the beginning when I had no audience, getting like 3 views per video. So it was a little bit defeating at the beginning, but as I've gotten more used to just the process of recording, being in front of a camera and talking to you guys, this has gotten much easier over the past 10 months or so. The third reason that I say this is kind of a challenging form of income is that basically you start with no audience, right? When you start a YouTube channel, nobody knows your channel's name, nobody knows who you are, nobody knows why you're coming to the platform and making these videos. And so it can take a really long time to basically build up enough followers that your YouTube channel can then become monetized. Now, you don't make money on YouTube from the very beginning. So unless you have 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 hours of watch time per year, you're not making a single dime from YouTube. Now, I'll talk about a few other ways aside from just being paid for views that you can make money on YouTube. So I will save that more towards the end of the video. It's another one of the jobs that I'm going to mention. And so since when you start YouTube, you're essentially working for free, I could see this being kind of a frustrating source of potential income for somebody that's especially coming from a 9-to-5 job. So usually if you go and work for somebody else, you are paid an hourly rate or a salaried rate. And you know that when you show up to work, you will receive a paycheck. Now, if you're self-employed, you know that that's not always true. The number of hours that you work does not equate to how much money you're going to make. So since I'm kind of used to that, YouTube was kind of a natural transition for me, but I can see how this basically working for free concept until your channel is monetized could definitely be really frustrating for some people. And so since this form of income can be a little bit challenging at the beginning, again, I think it's really important to focus on your why. Why would you want to make a YouTube channel? What value are you bringing to the world? Are you making an educational channel like this one? Are you just wanting to basically vlog for people and show people your lifestyle and how you live? Maybe you want to make a gaming channel and you're going to stream yourself playing games. There are, again, endless opportunities and endless potential YouTube channel niches that you could definitely explore. But at the end of the day, you really have to figure out, why do you want to sit here and hit that record button? And the other thing about YouTube is that basically the YouTube algorithm rewards people for posting consistently. So for example, if you post 100 videos and then you fall off the face of the planet and you don't post anything for an entire year, you're probably going to kill your YouTube channel. So are you going to show up consistently for your YouTube audience? So that's kind of something that you have to decide from the beginning. Is this going to be a long-term endeavor? Is this something that I'm going to be continually able to show up, sit down, hit that record button and do on a daily basis, weekly basis? And in addition to all of those things, you're basically having to build your online presence. So while I was a print-on-demand seller before this, I didn't have a following because I don't generally list my products under my personal name. I kind of liked the anonymity of selling these things under a different name. Now that I'm on YouTube, you all know who I am, which is totally fine. But basically you have to build your own online presence and your own online following in order to start gaining traction. So in addition to posting on YouTube, I also have a Facebook group specifically dedicated to Melissa's Money Mindset. I also post on X or Twitter, and I also post on TikTok and Instagram. So since I'm always posting to one of those platforms, typically every single day, this can be a really tedious portion of basically building an audience. But again, if you have a topic that you're really passionate about, you think the world needs to know about, you think you bring value to the YouTube platform, or you just want to be a vlogger or something more potentially fun, then I think give YouTube a try, especially if you have any video editing background, or maybe you know a video editing friend. The third income stream that you can build while working full-time is affiliate marketing. Now, this is probably the most passive form of income on this entire list. So essentially, an individual shares a link to a product or company, and when a customer clicks on that link and makes a purchase, the person who originally uploaded that link is paid a small commission. So basically think of this as a referral payment. So basically, you're referring a customer to a specific company or product, and then you're getting something in return for that referral. So let me talk about a real world example. So in some of my videos, you'll see me promoting software products like Merch Informer, Sales Samurai, or even BookBolt. Now, usually in those description boxes, I will have a link, and that is my affiliate link. Typically, it's accompanied by a coupon code. So I think for those companies, I have a 20% off coupon code. So if you sign up through my link, which I'm always so appreciative of and help support this YouTube channel, I do receive a small commission in return for essentially referring you to that company. Now, you can basically put an affiliate link anywhere on the internet that you would like to. So I choose to put them on my YouTube channel because they're relevant to what I'm talking about in the YouTube channel, and they're products that I use in my day-to-day life and my business. Now, say you have a blog where you're talking about baking, and maybe you want to have an affiliate link about baking in your baking blog. Or maybe you have a traveling blog or anything like that. You can always put affiliate links there, and you will receive a payment if somebody buys, let's say, a food processor on your food blog website. Now, I see these almost every single day when I'm on Instagram. If I'm following a certain creator and they're linking to like an LTK link or an Amazon link and saying, oh, you want this, whatever product they're using, these yoga leggings. Oh, these are the specific leggings that I use. Oftentimes, those are affiliate links. And so basically how it works is when you click on that affiliate link, it can place a cookie on your device, on your phone, for example, and then that cookie usually stays on your device for a certain period of time. And so let's say the yoga leggings that I clicked on the link for were from Amazon. So I clicked on the Amazon link. Now I have a cookie on my phone. So if I buy anything from Amazon, let's say potentially in the next 24 hours from Amazon, then no matter what items those are, then that content creator whose link I clicked on could receive a commission. Now, if you are a content creator, there's probably an affiliate link for a lot of things that you use on a daily basis or a lot of the things that you want to promote. So before you go putting out content, I highly recommend doing a quick Google search, checking to see if whatever company you're interested in promoting has an affiliate program, because chances are they probably do. Now, let's say you do find whatever company you're wanting to work with online and you see that they have an affiliate program. Great. So you basically just have to submit an application, which they want you promoting their product. So 99.99% of the time, you will be accepted into their affiliate program, and they'll probably give you a unique affiliate link, which you can customize. So mine are sometimes /Melissa's Money Mindset. So you simply have to put that affiliate link wherever your audience will see it. And then you also should have a login to that company's affiliate program dashboard. So there you can log in and see how many people clicked on your affiliate link, how many people purchased something through your affiliate link, and basically what your conversion rate is. So of the people that clicked on your link, what percentage of those people then purchased something? And that's a really easy way to know if whatever item you're promoting is resonating with your target audience. And if it's not, maybe it's time to pivot and find something else that potentially is. Now, like I said, this is an incredibly easy way to make money. And this is a way that I made money on my YouTube channel, especially before I got monetized. And so all you have to do essentially is put that link into your description box, put it into your blog, put it on your Instagram post, wherever your audience is, and then continue to promote those products so that you're driving traffic to your affiliate link. Now, the only tricky part here is that, again, you do need an audience. So if you're just posting an affiliate link, but you don't have any subs, you don't have any followers, then potentially with time, somebody would see your affiliate link and might just randomly click on your affiliate link and make a purchase. But if you want to be much more successful with affiliate marketing, it's really important to, again, build that target audience and build that online media presence that I was talking about previously. The fourth stream of income that you can start while working a full-time job is freelancing. Now, I think this is a great idea, especially if you are working long hours during the day, but maybe you have a few free minutes in the evenings or on the weekends. Now, I'm going to pop up a bunch of ideas on the screen right here. So when you think of freelancing, there are so many potential options. So the top things that come to my mind in particular are working as a writer, working as a virtual assistant, working as a graphic designer, maybe even transcribing something for somebody, and even translation. So if you speak a second language or third or fourth language, one, I'm so jealous of you. I'm trying to learn Spanish currently, and as an adult, it is so hard to learn a second language, but I'm gonna stick with it. That's one of my goals for 2025. But if you do know another language, basically, people will pay you to just translate documents online. I even remember in the hospital setting, they had a translator on staff who would do exactly that. I remember people translating medical records from English to Spanish, and that was literally their entire job. Now, if you're looking for work as a freelancer, I would highly recommend checking out Upwork or Fiverr. I usually hire most of my freelancers on the Upwork platform, and I've had a lot of success there. If you do plan on signing up for the Upwork platform, I highly recommend that you take the time to basically fill out your Upwork profile. So that's basically how people will find you for whatever job they're looking to have filled. So make sure that you give yourself a profile picture, make sure your name is accurate, write a well thought out description, basically describing yourself, what kind of work you do, and why you're looking for any of these jobs. And then the most important part that I always look for is a portfolio that people usually link at the very bottom of their profile. Now, once you do have your profile all set up and ready to go on Upwork, make sure that you're regularly applying for jobs. Make sure that you are following up with people, and make sure that you're doing a good job for whatever jobs you get, basically, so that you can get favorable reviews. Now, reviews are so important, and potential clients will definitely look at reviews. I always look at people's past reviews for jobs just to see how they worked with people. Were they easy to work with? Did they deliver their work on time? And did they deliver quality work? So if you're looking for a really straightforward way to essentially continue trading your time for money, I would say that freelancing is the perfect place to start. The fifth income stream that you can build while working full time is selling digital products. When you think of selling digital products, you probably think of things like a PNG file or files for potential planners, but you could also sell stock photos and graphics, digital printable artwork, and potential announcements for major life events. So think maybe a wedding announcement, a wedding invitation, or a baby shower invitation, or a baby announcement. And the thing that I keep seeing is people making these easily customizable. So I've seen so many people posting, let's say, for example, a potential wedding invitation. So they use products like Canva, which are basically softwares that allow people to edit those wedding invitation templates to basically say their name, to say the address of the wedding, to basically customize that however they see fit. And then once they've customized their digital file to something that they're happy with, then the end user can basically download that file onto whatever device they choose to. And then they can just take that file over to FedEx, Kinko's, or they can print it in their own home and they're all good to go. But digital products don't have to end there. So if you broaden your idea of what a digital product could potentially be, it doesn't just have to be a digital file. You could potentially offer a coaching session. You could also offer maybe an online course. You could even offer a membership or a subscription program if you plan on providing content on a more continuous basis. So whether you're the teaching and coaching type or the more creative type who wants to stick to video editing, graphic design, those kinds of things, there's bound to be a digital product that could suit your potential needs. And based on my previous videos, there's definitely digital products that you could create and start selling today. Now, I'm curious to hear which of these income streams you're most interested in trying. And let me know down below if you're going to try out any of these income streams, or maybe you have another way of making money that you're going to try out that I didn't even talk about while working full-time in this video. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Please feel free to follow me on my social channels right here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.